What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video as we start off by making the preseason of FIFA Mobile disappear. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to yourself, wow, Stopde, you are a magical genius. And yes, I did definitely 100%, 99.99%, like 20% chance that I did not just clip two things together. In fact, the probability that I clipped just two pieces together is probably the same probability as pulling yourself a now and later player in the preseason promo. But we are back with our walkthrough, the free-to-play walkthrough, the what can you do with this promo on FIFA Mobile, what should you not do with this promo on FIFA Mobile, where we talk about everything that's happened. Now, the promo didn't start out being the greatest. Playing 99 verse attack and 99 matches of like skill games per day was not super appealing. And also, they had it set up so that as a free-to-play player, without putting money into the game, you couldn't get all of the now and later players, which is kind of, like, really unfortunate because it's the last event of the season. Now, in the middle, you know, maybe whatever. Okay, you don't get all the now and later players, but for the last event of the season, this is that event that we always look forward to, really building out our squads, getting a bunch of new players, getting a bunch of new things to kind of, you know, play around and make your squad really your own, especially with the legacy team at the end of the season. So nice to see that they made some changes. Obviously, would have been nice to see those changes, like, you know, made at the start of the promo, but at least they're kind of reacting to these things and making the changes. Now, what they did end up giving us is 75. I believe it wasn't the one we were looking for. It was the training. So they give us 75 training camp points instead of 75 transfer points. They are going to give us 75 transfer points. They did tweet this out and say there was a mistake, that we got the wrong one. So if you're like, I really didn't want this. I wanted the transfer one so that I could get the first player under Herrera card. We will be getting that. Now, it's kind of a nice thing, I guess, as long as they don't go ahead and change the requirements or change the amount of things that you get in the future for the training camp chapter, because it means we're closer to getting the player from the training camp chapter. So hopefully things will still stay the same there, and we'll kind of get, you know, that bonus of the 75 out of that one. It will be a good thing there. But we're going to highlight the different changes. We're going to tell you everything you got to do. All right, the green screen is up, and you know what that means. That means it is time to look at this promo. So basically, the things that have changed, this one I'm really happy about, is the skill game now gives you 15 to 25 tickets per time that you play it. You get 30 gems the first time you play it, and you only have to play it 20 times. So it's not a terrible grind to play through this this skill game as you go through it. The verse tag match, you can play that as well 20 times per day. I probably won't really play the verse tag one too much because you only get it if you win, and I don't super like playing verse tag, but if you're a fan of verse attack, it's not bad that you can play that. And then the preseason tickets, I've been hearing people have been watching this though and not actually getting the 15 to 25, but I'm sure that will probably work itself out in the end. But the nice part about this is it allows you to kind of go back and forth through this transfer chapter. Now, if you don't know how this works, basically you advance along using these advanced tokens. So I hit this button and I can move 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. I'll show you that in a second because we do want to keep moving on through this. And then that's how far you'll go. And then once a day you can use this 500, 250 to advance one. So if you get yourself to like 20, basically within 5 of this last one, this Honda Herrera card, and you want to get that card, what I would suggest you do is get yourself as close as you can and use that one to get you exactly on, because if you go over it, you go back to the start. So it's basically like playing Monopoly, and every time you go across the start, you pass go, you get your 250,000 coins and a player. So if you're on node 9, you go back to the start, you get yourself a player, and you get yourself 250,000 coins. We'll show you that in a second to kind of show you what you get out of there, but basically that's how you advance through it. Now, the one thing is you have to land exactly on the spot to get the reward. So here I give these 200 rank tokens for 100 of these transfer points. What I would suggest though is don't spend these right away. And the one downside is we have no idea what these now and later points are doing. So I was on this now and later one where we get 30 now and later points. So if now and later points are like they were for every other season, this is a terrible deal because they give you like the worst packs, and you get those terrible packs like once a day for there. But it could be something different because I've seen on Madden and stuff where you can you can spend 20 points to get a different pack, you can spend 30 points to get a different pack. So I'd hold out because hopefully we'll get more information about that sooner towards the start of the new season before you go. So it might be one of those ones where save up as many points as you can, grind through this, and do this all lately. And this is the one thing that I find, you know, is a bit of a downside of the promos is there's not like early engagement. Like you spend most of your time, you just grind up all your points and then you spend it all in the end. And if you spend them early, you don't really get as much out of the promo because you could end up missing the players and those kind of things. So it's like, okay, play the events and then at the end you can finally start to get your players and build up those players. So that's the one downside I still find with the structure of these players, whereas when you had stats and stuff, you knew what to expect. You knew what you were trying to get, you knew what you were going for, you knew what now and later points would be for, but this time it's a little bit hidden as to what it is. It's even hidden what the Ander Herrera card is going to be in the next season. I do wish there's a little bit of, okay, this is going to give you a 85 overall Ander Herrera card. This is going to give you an 80 overall, so you could decide if it's actually something that you want. These now and later points will help you get packs. Like, I really feel like they should be telling us and explaining to us what it is we actually get. And maybe they're saying it on their like Discord server or whatever, but like I have not heard anything about this, so I don't know. But we're not a valued member of the feedback community anymore, so whatever. I'm not better about that at all. Back to what you do, you can advance through it, and once you go all the way around, you can come back through it, and this seems to be one of the easier things to actually get, so I don't know that I would, worry about going around the board a few times. I would just hesitate on spending your actual transfer points at this point, because you can play it a bunch. Oh, what? 250,000 coins or a player? Interesting. Okay, I thought you got 250,000 points and a player, because the first time I went through this, I didn't get the 250,000, I guess. I only got the player. So you have 250,000 and a chance to get a player out of that one. So I guess it's not terrible. I did get 250,000 coins, but I did think that you're going to have a chance to get a player throughout that. So that's basically what we got. So again, if you want to advance, you pick up this 50 thing, and it's going to allow you to advance 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So here we advance 3, we move along. Slow and steady. Okay, so we get to 4, so we can only pick up 4, which is the 150 overall rare boost. If you get to these ones, you have to build along the whole chain to get them. But again, not super worth it, because 40 points here or 20 points here, which eventually probably is 40. Yeah, you still have to spend over 40, or 35. You get a slight deal if you do it that way. But that really takes away from these points, and I don't think you want to spend your transfer points. Like, really, you definitely don't want to buy stuff like, buying yourself some boosts or buying yourself like 10, 15 legendary boosts for 10 points. Like, definitely avoid those things. That's not what you're going to want to go for. You're going to want to probably go for the now and later points and these cards, because these are the ones you're actually going to be able to take forward to next season. And again, I hope that soon they tell us what exactly we are going to take forward to next season, but that's basically what we got. We got the login calendar as well, so every day you get yourself some nice rewards. 60 boosts actually is pretty good for there, and then if you log in for 7 days, you get a 93. You log in for 15 days, you get a 96 plus. So after 15 days, you should see the prices of some of those top cards like your Pepes and your Griezmanns probably drop a lot. Like, I would say they would drop a fair amount in price when you get to that point. So if you're trying to get those players, you might want to hang on for a little bit. We got two Ansi. We had to pick them up to finish off this squad, but we got Pepe there. David Luiz, we still don't have his. We might also pick Tierney as well to go in for Nacho Monreal as our left back. Unfortunately, Ceballos does not have himself a transfer card in this new season, so we do have to leave him as our Real Madrid card, not with the Arsenal kit, but we will move David Luiz over. He just doesn't seem to be in the game yet. I'm guessing they're coming in a little bit, but this Pepe card is an absolute beast. Unfortunately, I must not have unlocked this boost yet, because I do not have a lot of boost going on with that finishing, but he does have like wicked stats even still. 138 positioning, 140 sprint, 140 acceleration, 119 finish, 112 shot power, 135 driven. I'm pretty sure when you max up his skill boost, he ends up like basically 140 in everything, like an unstoppable card. So we're gonna go into this. The other downside I feel like a little bit about this is that there isn't a ton of ways for you, if you're starting out at this game, if you're a casual player. It's actually gotten a lot better for a casual player. So I will say, as a casual player to this game, I think that the promo's gotten better now that you don't have to grind through this like a ton of times. But if you have a low overall team, this last match 2-0 down against a Prime Icon squad is going to be like very, very, very difficult. I think you have to probably have over 100 overall squad. We'll try maybe trying to beat it out with some like smaller teams, like a bronze team, a gold team, something like that in a in a future video once we go through it. You know what? Why not? Let's go full bronze. We're going full bronze lineup with this one. We'll try it out. We'll see if we can beat it. Sterling moves it out to the outside. So this is the advantage behind that 4-2-4. You can have a lot of players there, and then if you kind of slow on the ball, wait for your players to make a run, someone has to kind of get into that position first, but it kind of helps out there. Take that finesse shot from the top, and there's the goal. 59th minute, or not 59th minute, 59 overall in the 51st minute. Put it in. You got to get that finesse from the top. So hold on to the players. Wait on that. Defensively, obviously, is going to be a bit of an issue with this squad. Second defenders. One of the ways you can kind of counter that is bring in your second defender to help defend against these players who can just run out your whole team. Oh man, Ronaldinho. They know. Hey, this is the problem. When you score, they're like, wait a second, we can't lose to a bronze team, and then they just get better. Alright, so we're going to go into this one here. So we're going to tap the ball up. The strategy you want to go with, go to the outside, roulette it. You can see the players just get out of your way when you do that. So we're going through this one. It's interesting they show, oh, we got worse than Mateus, that's why. Okay, I was thinking like he's worse than us, but it must be like there's no way he's better than us. We're gold players. But good ball into there. Get that finesse. And you can see what we did there. We went back and forth, and then we found our player in the middle. I like to do that strategy more than moving in myself because Mateus has so much speed. He's hard to beat that way, so I just wait till my player gets into the middle and then use that. On defense, I love using that second defender button, although my players just running into each other. Do something! Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. No. I don't think... Offside! Oh, yo, that is, I don't know that it was offside, but I will 100% take it. But anyways, yeah, so when you're going through, roulette it to get on that space on the outside, kind of go back and forth with your skill stick to kind of help you out there. That's a great way to get that done. Torreira, nice tackle, out to the outside. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go, cut back into the middle, roulette to get into a spot, finesse. That's good. 2-2. 2-2, folks. This is what we need. This is what we need right here. Now we just got to get one more. I always find the third one is the hardest, though. You're at 65 minutes into this. You have, like, no time to get that next goal, and you can't let them score. Beautiful tackle. Again, you can see they're moving to the middle, though. They love to run through that middle there. Way to stay on the ball. And then we try that through ball. If you have speed players, you definitely have a better chance of trying to get that ball off. So if you don't, you probably want to do more short pass and stuff like that. But if you're a speed player, you kind of do there. You can see here, cutting back and forth until we see that open space. Gets into the box. Finesse! Oh, no. Hit. Oh my goodness. How do you not score that? Okay, we gotta try and get a corner. I suck at corners against Prime Icons, though. Swipe. God! Ugh! That is what I am talking about. That is the goal. I have not scored a goal against Prime Icons on a corner until here. This is a sign that this is going to be the match we win. 3-2, 79th minute. We just gotta hold on. You say that, but I feel like they get more intense when you actually do this. This is like the time when they're like, okay, we're gonna just up our game. Okay, good. This is not good. Get the tackle. Okay, I didn't want to draw a foul though. That's kind of good. No, Ronald. Ah! We were so close. Okay. Back on this. Roulette it out to the outside. Okay, I'm so nervous now. 87th minute. We cannot miss this. We basically get one more opportunity to take this finesse and try and get it into the middle. Come on. Cut it back. Okay, open space. You got this. In the middle. One more. Yes! The hero! The Arsenal hero on this. We put it in. There's no way. They can't come back now. 90 plus 1 minute. There's no way. Just do it. Just call the whistle. Blow the whistle. Yes! We just did the impossible again. Prime Icon 120 overall just went down to Stopde. So there you have it. This is our squad, the squad to beat it. I can't believe it. The great play. Saba's getting us that play at the end. That was unreal. I thought we lost it. I 100% thought we lost it here, but love playing this. I love this challenge. I want to try bronze team. I really do. I don't know that maybe we'll go silver first and then bronze. We got a few days left in preseason to try this out. But had a lot of fun with this challenge. It was definitely frustrating. Hopefully some of our tips and tricks showed you. Again, rouletting off the start to try and get to the outside, passing it. Lots of back and forth movement. Use the second defender when you're on defense. Pull your keeper. I didn't get to show you any gameplay with this. I think I might have some from before that I kind of show you where you pull out your keeper. But basically, as soon as they get past, rush out your keeper. It's the only chance you have really of stopping them if they're going to get on a breakaway. But sometimes they do tend to kind of be delayed in their shot, so that can help you out there. But thank you for checking this out, and thank you for stopping by. It's been a pleasure as always. Stopde out.